and words of consolation, and that's what she did for us. And so we'll bring her back on Wednesday, hopefully. We are here with Dr. Isaac Mensah. Dr. Isaac Mensah is acting medical superintendent for Ablekuma North Polyclinic, and he's here to help us manage high blood pressure during emotional distress. Now, I did tell you earlier during my opening that most people are going through a lot, especially those who are close to the family. There are people who don't even have high blood pressure, but they could get it because of emotional distress. And there are those who are also battling it. And in this time, how do they manage it? For those of you who don't even know anything about high blood pressure, it's about time we speak about it, because everything is not okay in Ghana. And so let's see how best we can manage it in a difficult time. So good afternoon, doctor. How are you?
I'm doing well by His grace.
Great, and thank you so much for honoring our invite and coming in. I called you the 11th hour, and you still came in.
Yes.
And you are the acting superintendent, medical superintendent.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big position.
By His grace.
Yeah. That's a big, for a lot of people. You've been in the medical field for how many years?
So we're getting to 10 years now.
You've been a doctor for 10 years?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. We hear being a doctor is very tedious, right? It's a sacrificial work.
Yes, it's a commitment and a determination.
Okay.
The passion.
And the passion.
That's very important.
Right.
If you have the passion for it, you can go to a lot of places. Yeah, so even when you get called in the 11th hour, you still go because you have the passion for it.
That's so true. And when you were recommended, one of the things that we heard, or I was told, was that you speak at great gatherings about these issues. And one of the things that you speak about is high blood pressure.
Yes.
So when we talk about high blood pressure, please help us understand what it really is. Okay,
so medically, when we say blood pressure, it's one of the functions of the heart that comes as a pressure that we measure. So in every living organism, you have hearts as the engine which works to circulate blood throughout the body. It has to go at a particular rate for all the organs to get enough blood to be able to function. But when it goes outside that range, then we call it high blood pressure. The humans, we are a lot, so we don't have one specific value. So they're giving us a range that we work with. Everybody says it's a two reading, systolic and diastolic. So everybody says when you are less than 140, 90, but now we are trying to define it very, very to the finest limit.
Okay.
And then when you get to a blood pressure of 130 going, you need to be alarmed and you need to start visiting your doctors. So in adults, when we get to a systolic blood pressure of 130 and a diastolic blood pressure of 80 and above, it means you are developing hypertension. And in the US, they call it stage 1 hypertension.
Which one is what?
The first reading. We have two readings.
Yes, we've seen the two readings.
So the first one is the systolic.
And then one is?
The diastolic.
Okay, diastolic.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you are beginning to get values of the systolic, close to 130 and above,
okay,
we call it stage 1 hypertension. So you are getting alarmed that your heart is functioning above that pressure is supposed to. And that can be detrimental to other organs in your system.
Right.
Yes. In children, there are different ways we need to categorize it. We use the centals in children, but in adults, we normally use the sphygmomanometer. We use to check the blood pressure.
But what causes it?
There are a lot of causes of hypertension. We have two main. We have the primary and secondary.
Okay.
Primary is when the cause is not known. And in that sense, we classify most people from the genetic aspect of it. So it could be genetically, it could be also age-wise. So hypertension can be modified or unmodifiable risk factors. So when we say if somebody is having a risk factor for hypertension, then there are some things that are going on within you that put you at a risk. And the unmodifiable ones are what you cannot do anything about.
Okay.
And number one is age. So number one thing you need to be very careful about is when as you are aging, your blood pressure begins to go up. And it's all because your vessels are getting thickened. Scientifically, blood pressure is your cardiac output times your systemic vascular resistance. And resistance is in your veins. So when you are growing and your veins become thickened, the resistance needs to go up. Okay. So the heart will have to pump against that resistance.
All right.
And that will lead to high blood pressure. So age is one.
Okay.
Then genetics. So your family, your mom has hypertension, your dad hypertension, you are at risk. About, let me say, 7 out of 10 times you get hypertension.
Really?
Yes. Family history is very important.
But are there old people who don't have it?
They are, but when you ask them, they were very careful when they were youth.
Oh,
And that is what is killing the youth now.
Okay.
They don't care about it because they think they are young.
If you say they were careful, what did they do?
They manage their way of life, including what they eat. They manage their stress, which is one of the important factors I come to talk about. Stress level management is very important. What you eat, and then your exercise activity level.
Okay.
So those are important things you need to look out for when you are a youth. We try to put a lot of things into our body, but we don't think it will have effect on us in the next 10 or 15 years.
Right.
So a lot of elderly people who are in their 60s, 70s, who are not hypertensive, most of them don't drink alcohol, smoking alcohol, eating late, around 12 a.m. is when Ghana, there is
the
bumper harvest of
the
Indomie.
Chibom and
Yes.
the Indomie. Yeah.
Ghana bumper harvest of Indomie is 12 a.m. Yes.
And it's not advisable.
It's not advisable.
What about 10 p.m.?
It's not advisable. You are supposed to finish your last meal latest by 6 p.m. Because at that time, your body is not going to utilize that carbohydrate you have pumped into your system.
All right.
So it's going to be converted into fats and cholesterol pathway. This cholesterol will deposit in your vessels, increase the vascular resistance, which I talked about. So the heart has to pump against that resistance. So I've seen 20-year-olds who are hypertensive. 20-year-old hypertensive.
Wow.
BP of 200, 150.
And it's not genetic. It's
not.
lifestyle.
Yes, because he started drinking when he was 17, 18.
Whoa. Is there
Started smoking.
specific types of, alcoholic brands that cause that? Or it's all types of alcohol?
Alcohol is alcohol. People try to modify it. Don't take the spirits, take the Guinness, and it's alcohol. You are not supposed to take more than a limit in a week.
In a week?
Yes.
What's the limit for the week?
So 21 pints, you're not supposed to go above 21 pints.
In a week?
Yes. But someone can have a sitting of about 50 pints. So he will take the Guinness, the beer, finished, and then add the spirits on top at a sitting. Today you are a youth, so you will not know.
Right.
But your body is going to react to it. So at the end of the day, when you are an old man, you start spending your pension money on buying hypertensive medications.
Right. Oh, wow. I don't know why I'm so surprised, because, what about drinking like a glass of wine, glass of champagne?
Everybody around who says the body or the heart needs an alcohol in the system.
Does it?
Well, you eat kenke.
Okay.
So that's an alcohol. So you don't need...
Kenke is alcohol?
Yes, it undergoes fermentation.
So it will ferment in your system?
Yes, it has already fermented. So as it's going to your body, there's an alcohol in it.
There, okay. So that's enough?
Yes, that's enough. Even water is alcohol. Because the water, when you look at...
The purification method?
No, don't look at the chemical structure.
Okay, the chemical...
Alcohol is OH. Water is H2O. So there's an OH in water.
Oh, wow.
So water has 2H, but alcohol has only 1H. So when you look at the chemical breakdown, structure-wise,
there's alcohol in water.
There's alcohol in water. So you don't need water in your system.
So all you need is water, and the alcohol is in...
So if somebody comes from Mars and comes to take our water, the person can get drunk because there's an alcohol component in it.
Wow.
Yes.
I see.
So you don't need an alcohol. Why would you go and sit down and say the body needs alcohol to work? It's not.
You don't need it.
You don't need it.
That's an eye-opener,
Yes.
one. Okay, so then what about lives, apart from the food and the alcohol,
Yes.
some of the food that we eat that can also affect us?
Yes, so when you are taking your meats,
The meat.
you have to be careful the oils around it.
Ooh.
Yes, saturated fats. You call them saturated fats.
Is it that one that they use a lot? What's it called? Pork.
Yes, pork, domedo.
Domedo?
It is not advisable.
Really?
It is not. It's all saturated fats. All saturated fats are converted to cholesterol when they get to your body.
Okay.
This cholesterol will thicken your blood vessel and give you high blood pressure. If you're not lucky, it can dislodge into your heart. We get heart attack. So all these meats, they are full of oil. They have plant products are the best. Okay. Fish is the best. Sunflower oil is the best that you can be using.
Wow.
So the cheese and the dairy products, you are advised to move away from it.
What about milk?
Milk is a dairy product. There's a cholesterol component in milk. So if you are diabetic, they advise that when you're going to buy milk, they have the low cholesterol one. Yes.
Wow. All right, now let's talk about lifestyle, apart from the eating and the drinking. Yes. What about working out? You know, some people are workaholics. Yes. Can that also cause high blood pressure?
You see, when sedentary lifestyle is also a risk factor for hypertension. So if you sit in the morning, you take your car, go to your office, 5 minutes, you climb the stairs, you sit down the whole day, come and take your car back. You need a scheme of exercise in your week schedule. So Monday to Friday, you are doing this, you need to dedicate the weekend for yourself. A lot of people think climbing up the stairs up and down exercise. No. We have different forms of exercise. We have the brisk walk. We have the physical one that you can take about kilometers of run.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we have the ones that you go to the gym and overwork yourself.
Okay.
All of them are forms of activities you give to your heart. Averagely, you need to cover a distance about 75 kilometers in a week for exercise.
Really?
So if you are just climbing stairs, you think you are having an exercise? No. Some people don't even dance in church.
Dancing in church is an exercise?
It's a form of exercise.
Okay.
I mean, the old man cannot go and run around like you and I in the gym. So just walking, brisk walking, dancing, it's a form of exercise.
Right.
So the things we eat, and then weekend we don't go, that's why 7 days of the week, Monday to Friday, you are due to work. But the weekend, let's use it to shed off these excess fats in our body.
Right.
It's very important that you also look at the aspects. As you are eating, you make sure that you exercise the body. Because it's a form of therapy. It's a form of therapy. Hypertension management is not only drug or pharmaceutical. We call it non-pharmacological way of managing. Exercise is one of them. When you give that sort of pace for the heart to work, when it gets to rest, there's a lot of time it does to recover its system. And that is what your excess activity will do for you.
Right. Okay, so people say I have high blood pressure, but it's just because I'm thinking too much.
Yes.
We've spoken about what you eat, what you drink. How is thinking actually thickening your veins and your blood?
Okay. So stress is a form of anxiety or form of tension in the system from frustrations, from sad events, from loss of a loved one. When that happens, the body has been programmed to release two hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones come into play to cause the anxiety. When they are released, they straight go to the heart and they increase the heart rate. So your heart begins to beat faster. As your heart is beating, they know that the pressure will be high. So they will begin to thicken your blood vessels to increase the resistance. And that will further cause more increments in your pressure. So the two hormones eventually leads to increased vascular resistance and then increased heart rate. And you go to the OPD to check your pressure and then your heart rate is high.
Oh.
Yes, and your heart BP is high because you cannot manage that situation.
So if you are sad, you can have high blood pressure if you don't manage it well.
From the stress. And it is a natural makeup in the body. Once you get under stress, the two hormones are released and they take their course. So it is up to you to get a therapy around it. And most people don't know how to manage it. And that was, temporarily your BP will go up. But if you don't know how to manage it, assuming you are still mourning for about 6 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, even your relatives is in the mortuary, so that whole period are still mourning, and you don't know how to manage it. By the time you bury the dead, your BP has been confirmed to be high. Because it started temporarily, you didn't do anything about it, you didn't see a therapist, and then it has become a chronic.
Wow.
Yes.
So in this instance, how do you manage it?
So the first thing is you have to check your sleep hours. Averagely, every adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If I ask my audience here, how many hours do they get to sleep? They tell you, some will tell you, oh, from 12 to 4, I'm awake. But what are you doing?
It's like you're talking to me.
I'm sorry.
You didn't have to even say the audience. I'm sitting right next to you. Last night I slept at 2 a.m. I slept at 12 midnight and I woke up at 4 a.m. It's a bad habit. Right?
Averagely 7 to 9 hours, your heart needs to rest and reset for the next day. So assuming your car, you don't off your car engine. That's how the heart also works. So if your car engine is on, you park and you forget to off the engine. The engine is, the next morning when you come, just look at the heat that you generate from your car and the discomfort you are going to give to all the other parts in your car. So the heart needs to rest. And 7 to 9 hours for an adult is the basic. You can go above it. Yes.
Okay, so it's best you go above.
Yes.
But don't go below.
Don't go below.
So 6 hours is not good.
It's not.
So if you sleep from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., it's how many hours?
7 hours.
7 hours.
Yes.
So if you sleep 10 p.m. to 4...
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Wow.
Medically, to have effects on the heart. So when you continue to do that, one day you go to the OPD and then they'll check your blood pressure and they'll tell you your blood pressure is... First of all, your body will react with a symptom. And the number one symptom will be headache. Because you see, the brain and the heart are like siblings, cousins. So when the heart is at rest, the brain will also be at rest.
Wow.
So you get headache, number one. So everybody knows when you don't sleep well, you wake up in the morning, you have headache. Tension headache. That kind of headache will now interpret into your pressure. So the headache will lead to the heart overworking. You go to the OPD and that morning they say your BP is 160. And you say, oh, I know Amanda, I didn't sleep well yesterday. But it continues. You tell the doctor he shouldn't put you on medication because you didn't sleep well. But 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it continues, and eventually you start getting high blood pressures because you are not sleeping well.
Wow.
So it's very important that during the times of stress, enough sleep.
But you know, when they are thinking, at this period, everybody's thinking,
yes.
You know, the wives,
yes.
the mothers,
yes.
the children.
Yes.
How can they get good sleep?
If sleep is not the first thing you can fall on, you can fall on other distractions. There are other forms of distractions that
like
can manage your stress for you.
Okay.
So let me not even come to the therapist, but within yourself, at home, do something that will distract you from the thoughts that you have.
Okay.
So you wake up in the morning, yes, you lost a loved one, you might have visitors, but that moment that you shared with the visitors, when they are gone, distract yourself. Think about something else. Maybe something that will take up your mind from that incident.
So get an activity to do.
Yes, get an activity to do. If you think going to the pool is the best for you, it's a form of relaxation.
But in Africa, won't you be criticized? I mean...
That your loved one is gone and you are enjoying.
At the poolside.
So in your room, just do something. Just do something. So if it's a TV show, changes is your best. Put it on and start watching.
Oh, what changes?
Off. Yes.
Yeah.
So it takes your mind off that incident.
But you see, Doc, as much as it's taking your mind off at that time, when you're going to sleep, it will come again.
Okay.
Right?
So at that extreme, then you need a therapist who will talk to you, who would prepare your mind. And the sleep is also going to be deprived if during the time of sleep that thought has come. So that means you'll be thinking, and it gets to 12 a.m., your eyes are not closed. So to 1 a.m. before you finally sleep, by 6, they'll tell you you've gotten a visitor, so you've woken up. So that means you've gotten less than 7 hours sleep. So this cycle will go on. By the time you bury your loved one, you'll be confirmed hypertensive.
Wow.
Because your BP has...
Because you didn't manage it well.
Yes. So if you can't manage the one you can do for yourself, then you need a therapist. I understand the Africa setting. You can't go to the realization. You can't go to...
No, you can't.
Adan and go and have a weekend.
No, I remember when my father passed and I went somewhere, somebody actually said, "Ne papa will not nam her."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was judged for that.
So have a... Sometimes you need to even be giving some excuse off work. But maybe that's what you love to do, and that's what will give you a form of relaxation. Coming to talk to people who take your mind off and give you some form of interaction with them. But you will be judged, as you are saying. So when that happens, then you need to find a therapist to talk to you.
Are we too hard on the bereaved?
It is. I think so. I think so. Because they are not supposed to be under that stress for too long. Because medically, it will have effects on them. Like I said, it's a natural process that once you are sad or frustrated, those two hormones will come into play and they sequentially end up in increasing your BP. So if you are not managed well, by the time you finish the morning period, you go to the facilities and they'll tell you your BP is high.
So what about those who already have it and
Okay.
they are grieving?
Okay.
How do they manage this?
There's even worse, because some of them have it already, and we are struggling to control it. So this stress has added more work. So number one is they should always be on the medication they are on. As for the medication, it's very important during this period. People even forget these things. Forget it's on medication. Getting visitors, has to do other things to prepare for what's happened. So they forget that they are on medications. You shouldn't forget the medication. Number two, you need to let someone be checking your pressure for you daily.
Okay.
You have to be. Most people who are hypertensive are advised to buy the machine, so they'll be checking at home. So it's very important that when you are hypertensive and in this period, you need to be checking daily. If it is becoming uncontrollable, then let your physician, your GP, come in.
Okay.
We can give you some medications to relax you.
Okay.
We have a lot of them that can relax you. If you need to be given something that will make you sleep, we will do that.
I was going to ask you that. I mean, is sleeping tablet advisable?
It is not over-the-counter drug, so it is only from prescription.
Okay.
So you can go and get it, because it's a dangerous drug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, it's a dangerous drug.
It can kill you?
Yes. One, it can cause an addiction, maladaptation of the brain. The brain will get used to it. So that means if you don't give the brain that medicine, the brain will not sleep again.
Okay.
Two, and then excess would bring down some functions in the body. Because it's supposed to release you, supposed to calm you down. So when you take it in excess, some people abuse it. Instead of one tablet, you take about 5, because he wants to fall asleep quickly. So when that happens, your brain activities also
Come slow.
And you might sleep and you won't wake up again. Because you have taken overdose of it.
Wow.
People die from overdose of sleeping tablet. So it's not advisable to go get it on your own. You need a physician's prescription.
So some of the death we hear,
Yes.
not all, some of them that we hear that, the person slept, didn't wake up. It could be that the person took
Yes.
it.
Some of them will even write a note for you. So it's a form of, if you want to commit suicide.
Doc, that one did.
People use it. So that is why it is not advisable to go get it on your own. You need a doctor's prescription. So all the pharmacists know.
So they don't sell it
They don't
over
sell
the
it
counter.
over the counter. And whoever is on it, you need to follow the prescriptions. They said one or even break it every night. You follow the prescription. Because the brain can be adapted to it.
Okay.
And when it starts to get addicted to it, then you can't sleep without it again. So every day you are buying sleeping tablets.
Wow.
Yeah. So we need to manage how we get these medications to manage us. First of all, let the doctor do the work. See the doctor, have your discussion with the doctor. He recommends the therapists. We have psychologists in the facilities. I mean, if you come to Abdulrahman Polyclinic, we have a mental health nurse.
Okay.
We have good physicians who will talk to you, go through your complaints, and then find the best therapy for you. So we call it behavioral therapy. What he wants you to do in a day, what you can do to distract you, and then also help you relax. Then in the evening, if you are going to sleep, if you're on the phone for too long, you are depriving yourself of the sleep. So you need to be away from your phones.
The doc is like, today you came to talk to me.
I'm not a preacher. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
I see.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things you need to do before you even come to the medication side. That's the last.
That's a lot.
Because we know that when you get there, that means it's difficult to manage.
Can you cure it? Is it curable?
It's the mind. It's the mind.
How?
That's why I'm saying that everything has to be on the behavioral therapy.
Okay.
So when you see a therapist, the first thing he'll tell you is that I want to assess your way of thinking. Right. He wants to know your thoughts. So when you are bereaved, at that moment, one, a lot of bereaved people are anxious. That what happened to my loved one, will that also happen to me? Let me say somebody lost a relative through a road traffic accident. He would definitely be scared.
Even the plane crash?
Yes, even taking a car. You would definitely be scared. You lost your loved one to a motorbike. I don't take motorbike because I lost a patient from motorbike.
Right.
Not even a relative, a patient.
Right.
And it was so devastating. So that is how it can be. So you need to, it's the mindset now. So that person has said he won't do this again because of what has happened. The therapist need to work on the mind. You need to accept that life still goes on. You need to accept that it is not all cars you take or motors you take that will end you. I'm just giving you an example. So everything starts with the mind. That is why the psychologists, the therapists, the counselors comes in.
So is it advisable for the bereaved, especially the recent helicopter crash, to have psychologists around them?
Yes, it's advisable that we give them psychologists. It's very, very advisable. Some can end up depressed. Some can end up depressed. And when you get to depressed, it's difficult bringing them back.
If you get to depression, there's no coming back?
It's difficult because you lose interest in everything. Your people close to you, you are not interested in having a conversation with them. Your own work, you don't want to go to work. You find yourself only when you're alone. You want to live in solitude, which is not the case. So we need to bring them back. So it's advisable that somebody has to talk to those people. And every session, the therapist will want to know what will make you happy so that you talk about it.
Okay.
Yes. So at the end of the day, sometimes when people bury, let me use the example of you lose a child. When people finish the burial, they go on a vacation, the couple. They change the environment because seeing things the child plays with brings them memories.
Okay.
So a therapist will recommend, go on a vacation. Go and start all over. Start your mind resetted. So it's advisable that at these moments, the baby one gets to psychologist.
So after the burial, you advise that if they can, they should leave the house.
Yes.
Go somewhere to refresh themselves.
Refresh yourself.
For how long?
It can be a month.
Okay.
It can be a month that you need yourself back. Okay. Because if your husband loves a particular part of the house, that's where he says to read his graphic. Can you imagine what you feel anytime you see that chair?
That's true.
You understand? And the more you see it, your heart starts to bound. You get anxious. Your pressure will go up. And one of the fear of high blood pressure is stroke. And when you get stroke, it's a land of no return. So we don't want to get there. Apart from stroke, there are a lot of complications. Kidney failures, heart failures. You can go blind. Can affect a lot of organs.
All because of
your
high
pressure
blood
is
pressure.
Yes. Because the heart controls every organ.
Right.
Its work goes to every organ to supply with blood. So when the pressure is too high, the organs would be in danger.
Wow.
So it's very advisable that any bereaved individual get a psychologist. Sometimes in Africa, we take it for granted. We take it for granted. In some part of the world, when you have got a loved ones, you lost a loved ones, and you go on leave and you're back, the work will provide you with psychologists. You'll be seeing a therapist for a week before you come back to normal work. Every day you come, you spend 2 hours with the therapist before you come back to. But in Africa, when you're back, they assume everything is fine, but it's not everything is fine.
Not everything is fine. Wow. Anyway, let me ask you this before I go to the studio audience. I know they are ready to ask you. Is it advisable that we make them wear the black for that long? You know, when a wife or a husband loses a spouse, they have to wear it for 1 year. I mean, isn't that emotional distress on its own?
Yes, but there again, we need to obey tradition. So most of the time they are wearing it is on the cultural grounds that you need to wear it for 6 weeks.
But is it advisable?
It's not advisable because already wherever you go, everybody coach you that you have lost loved ones and the way they interact with you is different. So it's not advisable, but in Africa...
They want you to wear it for 1 year.
Yeah, because we obey culture. So it will be difficult moving away from it. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, to my studio audience.
Yes.
I'm really confused here. Because my first question is one day a customer came to my barbering shop.
Okay.
And he was saying that he got an accident.
Okay.
And the doctor was saying that it's because of the alcohol he has been drinking.
Okay.
That saves him.
Okay.
So
the alcohol saved him. Wow.
So I was confused. I was like, hey, are you sure? He said yes. That's what the doctor told him, that
okay,
because of the alcohol that he has been drinking, that saves him from the
From death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my second question is, you said by 6 you have to,
Finish your last meal.
yeah. So what if maybe I eat at 6 and by 9 I want to eat, like I'm feeling hungry?
What do you do? What do you
kind
do?
of,
Okay.
Like food that.
Okay, it's
can I-
advisable.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let me start with your second one. So as humans, maybe you can take your lunch around 4 p.m. So by 6, you will not be hungry. 9 o'clock, you are hungry. It is not that time that you are going to eat a heavy carbohydrate. So at that time, you have to do away with carbohydrates. So you can do a protein. So let me give an example. So at that time, you can, if you have a salad, it's the best meal. You can do a salad.
Meal.
Yes, salad with egg albumin, not your yolk. Egg albumin. I mean, those who do salad, they know how to prepare very well. And then that's what you eat. Because let me tell you, when you are done eating, how many hours do you stay awake before you sleep?
You know, usually at that time, it's like sometimes you're even lying down, you're eating.
Yeah, and then you are asleep.
Yeah.
You can see somebody with Indomie, 2 packs, and the person has slept behind the Indomie. So what happens to that Indomie that goes to your system?
Yeah.
The body is not going to utilize it. So when you are saying you are hungry, accommodating, but when you take that vegetable, the body will see it as food. It would be okay, and you will go to your sleep.
What about drinking a cup of tea?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
What about fruits?
It's fine. Okay? But don't go and eat bread. Divide it into 2. Add it to the tea. No. The bread is carbohydrate.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's not advisable,
It's not
to
advisable.
have bread after 6?
No. It's carbohydrates.
Right, because of the flour.
Yes.
What about, you know, some people say they do wheat bread, brown bread. What about that?
See, the difference is that at the end of the day, you are going to be converted to carbohydrates.
Okay.
But we have the wheat bread for diabetics.
Okay.
Because we look at the calorie contents in it, and it's lower than the sugar bread and the other ones that we know.
Okay.
But it is still carbohydrates.
Still carbs.
So it's not advisable to take it.
Okay.
I know you like the bread and the tea in the night.
What about cereal? Maybe oats?
Oats. A little of it you can do with it.
Okay.
Yes, because at that time the calorie level is not high.
Okay.
So it's also refined as you are taking it. So a little of it is fine.
But is it advisable to add milk to it at that time of the
It's
day?
not advisable.
No milk.
It's not
Okay,
advisable.
that's good. Thank you.
Please, last
Okay,
one.
your first one.
Yeah.
He had an accident. Doctor said alcohol saved him. I'll be interested in the doctor's number if you are done. So I'll find out the mechanism of injury and then the physiological processes because I know that when you take in alcohol into your system, it's going to do whatever it does. The liver and the heart suffers. 2 important things, organs that suffers. So I don't know how alcohol can save you.
Yeah, that man, you still drink.
Yes.
Okay, my
last question.
Yeah. So talking about the sleeping tablet.
Yeah.
You see, some of our mothers, because of their children, like they worry too much. They will sleep around 8, wake up 10. From 10 go, they will not sleep.
Okay.
And the mother too want to sleep.
Okay.
So they will give them sleeping tablet.
They'll give who the sleeping tablet?
Yeah.
Who? The
Children?
child?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know. Yeah, they give them.
No, it's not medically advisable.
They give them.
It's not advisable. And for a child, sleeping tablets that we take, that dosage is too much for the child.
They give them so that they can sleep.
No.
So they will not disturb them.
Wow.
If anybody is
This
doing
one
that,
is not about maybe someone to
you
have
have
seen it.
personal experience.
Yeah.
It's not advisable.
Okay.
Because the chemicals you are giving to the child eventually would affect the brain.
It will affect the brain.
Yes.
So this child will go to school and will have a
yes,
low IQ.
Yes.
Ah.
So it's not the best. So please, if you know somebody, let the person stop.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Doc. I would like to ask, why do some people go unconscious or faint when they experience some immediate shock? Why do they collapse?
Okay.
Right.
So we call it spinal shock. So when you get news, when you are given a sad news, like I said, the 2 main hormones come into play: cortisol, adrenaline. Quickly, your heart rate increases. So it pumps blood to the brain. That excess blood with the pressure it pumps will shut down brain activity. So when it does that, you are off. You go off.
Oh, right.
At that particular moment, that excess heart rate, excess pressure at that moment, it shuts down brain activity. You get all your nerves shutting down. We call it spinal shock. And when it happens, you can go off.
Wow.
Yes. And it's very important that when the person go off, you let the person sit upright so that there could be enough circulation.
So what about those who pour water on people?
It's not a therapy. It's not a therapy. Yeah.
What can happen if they pour the water on you? Are there some side effects?
You might even aspirate. The water might go through the wrong airway, and then it can give you complications.
Wow.
So it's not a therapy.
Okay. All right. Yes, Rev. I'll come to you pretty shortly, okay?
Hypertension patient died, and in the report, it was stated that in the report that he died out of kidney failure.
Yeah.
My question is, what is the relationship between uncontrolled hypertension and kidney damage? Thank you.
Okay. Very technical question. Are you a health worker? All right. So the heart and the kidney, they work in synchrony. Okay. When you have a damage to your heart, it can be from a kidney disease and
pineapple juice.
after a big bowl of rice. Yes. No.
Wow. Okay. Yes, Rev.
The next question is,
yes.
You mentioned about carbohydrate food. Don't you think that we trying to prevent ourselves from getting hypertension by, let's say, you said after 6 you can drink tea or something. We trying to prevent ourselves from getting hypertension by taking the tea. Don't you think we can also get disease like, how do you call it?
You want to say diabetes?
Diabetes.
But you don't have to drink tea with sugar.
People
Yeah, people do, but it's not. Is it advisable?
Okay, so generally people think that when I consume high sugar, I'll get diabetes. It's not like that. Diabetes, you can even decide not to take sugar since you were born. If you get diabetes, you get diabetes.
Really?
Yes.
How?
So diabetes is not because you are consuming sugar. Yes. It is rather if you are diabetic that you don't consume sugar. But when you are not diabetic, don't be moving around saying, I'm not taking sugar, so I don't get diabetes.
No, wait. We have to bring you to do diabetes.
Yes.
Because...
So we'll come and properly treat diabetes.
Yes.
But diabetes, one of the risk factors is weight gain.
Weight gain?
Weight gain. It increases your insulin resistance. That's type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
So you are not consuming sugar, all right, but you are putting on weight. You get a diabetes.
Wow.
Yes. Then we have the type 1, which is mostly familial. That's no insulin at all. So that one, the person was born
with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Or has a genetic predisposition.
Wow. Anyway, Shola is here to read our messages, Shola.
Yes. When it comes to things like this, diabetes, I also found out very strangely that you don't just eat sugar to get diabetes. Even the food we consume has sugar, insulin in its capacity. So you have to know what to take, what not to take. When it comes to food, it's very tricky. What did you have? Why didn't you so you're thinking like, where do
people
you
are not taking sugar thinking that they are preventing
I'm telling you, I used to think like that too. I used to really think like that as well. So I was told that even when you eat cassava, sometimes when you break it down, glucose, the insulin, like everything in there
and
can affect
yam
you
as well, right?
That's why most of the time they ask us to stay away from a lot of carbo and then do protein. Because carbohydrates can do that to your system. Anyways, Rosalie, people have a lot of comments, so we'll take a few and then we'll see what they have to say, because this is a very interesting topic. I've said it so many times that you don't know something is happening to you until you are told, and you're like, hey, into ways to come home. And then you get to know that.
Doc, someone was telling me that he went to the hospital, he was going to donate blood. When he got there, he was told that his blood was too thick, and so he should take a bit of alcohol to thin his blood.
Oh, I would need the doctor's number.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Anyways, so let's take a few other comments. This one says that, I'm Alberta from Kumasi. May our great leaders who lost their lives in the tragic helicopter crash, their souls rest in perfect peace. This one says that, good afternoon, my dear, and my humble regards to your guest. I want to know, can hypertension patients stop taking the medicine? And if he or she stops, what is the consequence? This one says, I used to sleep 5 hours and wake up with severe headaches. I didn't know the cause, but because of doc, I now know that I have to sleep for 7 hours. Kudos to you. Keep on doing this marvelous work. This one says that, hi, I'm Angela, looking beautiful as always, Shola and Mrs. Rosalind. Thank you so much. Please, can I ask what causes low blood pressure and what to do to get it to a normal range? This one says that, please, my question is about the food. What if I take a heavy food after 6 p.m. and I stay awake for 4 hours? Is this advisable? This is Maxwell Ajite from New Edubiase.
I like Maxwell's question, though. Because you know, sometimes you actually take it as 6.
You want to take second. Maxwell's question says that,
4.
Please,
10.
My question is about the food. What if I take heavy food after 6 p.m., but I stay awake for 4 hours?
So he sleeps at 10.
Okay. So that question is a very
it advisable?
Question.
Yeah.
So you stay awake doing what? If you are a night nurse, that means you are moving around. You are doing a night shift, or you are working in a company where that night shift you are moving around.
Or you're a constructor.
Yeah, constructor in the night.
In the night.
But when you eat late, and then that staying awake is just being on your phone, lying down, chatting, Instagram, TikTok, just lying down, no activity, no exercise. So that food is not going to be broken down as it's supposed to, and it will be converted into the cholesterol and the fat pathway.
I see.
Yes.
Wow.
So what happens after you eat is very necessary. Because I can't tell a nurse going for a night shift, let's say at my facility, coming for a night shift, to take only tea and come for a night shift. She has to eat. So she comes in well prepared and she's coming to work. She sees patients, move them to the ward, pool, beds, and all that. So at the end of the day, that food will go into use.
Okay.
But if you're not using the food and you're going to sleep, then there will be no need for that.
Right. All right. So there was another question, I think low blood pressure.
Yes.
So how do you manage low blood pressure?
Yes. So blood pressure, like I said, is cardiac output with vascular resistance. So what goes into the cardiac output is the component of the blood. And the cardiac output is heart rate and then the volume, stroke volume. So the volume is the blood we see. So as blood is coming, what we all see is water, it's liquid.
Right.
So anybody who wants to maintain a good blood pressure, you need a good amount of water into your system. Because water is what makes the blood pressure.
So, example, the person that went to the hospital to draw blood and you said your blood was thick, the person probably is not drinking enough water.
Yes. You need enough water into your system.
Okay.
Apart from that, the other cells are what makes up the blood pressure, but majority of it is the liquid that we see. So people are there, they don't drink. Averagely, you need to drink about 3 liters of water a day. 3 liters, everybody. Unless you have a condition like sickle cell that we give you, double it for you.
Okay.
But 3 liters. But let me ask you, how many? Some don't even take 1 sachet of water a day.
Oh, wow, you don't?
And it's one of the causes of low blood pressure if you don't drink water. Yes. It's very important.
Today we've learned so much. We have to bring you back somewhere next week and then we'll talk about the diabetes because this is an eye-opener conversation that we need to delve into it. So a very big thank you to you, Dr. Isaac Mensah, for sharing your afternoon with us and letting us know how we can manage high blood pressure during emotional distress. And so for the family members who have lost